Okay, so there was like, I guess I'm responding to like my first video. So like a couple other things that I wanted to touch on, and I think that like most of like the intelligent people out there probably know, or share the same feeling that I have on this. Like I said, I believe there's a lot of intelligent people out there sharing their thoughts and their hypothesis and what they think may have happened here in Las Vegas. And the one thing I've noticed since I got here is there is a lot of signs. There's like a lot of signs like Las Vegas strong everywhere, and stuff like that. And I think that's cool. There's a lot of, like memorial type stuff around the fairground. The thing that I wanted to talk about a little bit with you is that, like, there's a lot of super intelligent people, producing YouTube videos. Obviously, far more quality than mine. Like they have a lot more technology than I do. They use, like I'm really tech illiterate, like basically computer illiterate. Like I have no idea how to, do like the overlapping things of their videos and mine and this and that. But one gentleman put out a video overlapping the sound of a belt-fed 240 with the sound of that, and it obviously sounds very similar. Like I said before, somebody pointed out that there's a helicopter field, directly behind the fairgrounds here. Maybe not directly, but it's you know relatively close. I don't want to say behind or whatever because I don't want people saying, "No, it's not. It's off to the left. Or that's the airport." Or da, 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 da. Yeah, the airport's right there. The helicopter field. Da, da, da. Yeah, I get it. And yeah, like one of the theories was maybe a helicopter was used. Another theory was like maybe a drone was used. Theories of him being a patsy. Theories of him being a undercover agent. Stinging. ISIS, individuals here in America, and the thing is like, part of me buys into that in the simple respect that I don't think a 64-year-old gentleman has the knowledge to you know, um, carry out this, military precision style attack by himself. Do I think he was a part of it? Maybe. Do I think he may have been a part of it inadvertently? Maybe. Like I hear so many theories, like mostly on YouTube. Like I'm not running around here talking to people and like getting their opinions or anything. I'm not, like I said, like I never started this YouTube channel to, like try to deliver news to people. These are my opinions. Like I started this YouTube channel because of bodybuilding. And it just so happened that like when I started doing that, all these crazy things started happening. There's like fucking hurricanes in Florida and fucking now there's been another shooting over at the Bellagio, and which I don't think had anything to do with the main shooting. I'll just say I don't know, but I don't think he did. Um, like one of the things that I guess what I'm trying to get at is I think there's a lot of people out there with very intelligent points of view on what happened here, and for all I know, some of them may be true, all of them may be true, none of them may be true. Like I don't know. Like I am not a fucking reportive journalist or anything like that. Like I just I guess like the thing was is it was intended to be like a bodybuilding channel for a positive outlet for me, and then um, due to the fact that I think I'm moderately intelligent, like I'm sure that I'll get a million comments saying, "No, you're a dumb fuck" and all this and that, and I truly, I love that shit. I do. It's really fun to watch like the keyboard people, and I don't often read through the comments. I don't have my notifications turned on. Like I don't know when people comment on them. I don't often read the comments, but on the occasion that I do, I see some of the funniest shit, like so like for all you guys out there that are like have like really funny like negative shit to say, like please don't stop. Like I'm not asking you to stop at all. Like I think I get like crazy amusement out of it, but the thing is I think the main thing that I wanted to point out is after being here for a few days and I'm still watching YouTube, like I said before, like I get a lot of the topics I talk about based on things I've seen on YouTube, and there's a lot of really. I think that for me, the people that I would choose to listen to are people who are currently in the armed forces or are veterans of the armed forces who have actual experience around weapons and weapon fire and what it sounds like and this type of thing. And the reason I feel like that about it is because I think a lot of people are trying to maybe feed off of this, maybe for views, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just that, like, when you don't have the qualifications and the skills to be an investigator or an investigative journalist, it's hard to take what somebody like that says as fact. It's like, you watch a YouTube video and you go, yeah, it sounds really good, but there's really no proof to backing it up. Now, some videos do have proof. Some videos do have, or what they allege to be proof. They'll do like sound clips and overlapping and stuff like that, and I get it. But I think that, like, as a whole, the American public, like, if you want to watch and get actual facts, probably should come from people who at least have some experience around weapons and how they work, and get some knowledge on like this bump fire thing. I'll tell you, in my personal opinion, that is not what a bump fire rifle sounds like. I know for a fact that in the clips of him shooting, there's been bursts of over 100 rounds. Now, there's no clip on the planet that I know of that holds 100 rounds besides like a drum clip, and realistically, like the overlaps I've heard, it sounds far more like a 240 or an M240 style belt-fed weapon. Now, that's just my opinion, you know what I mean? That's what I hear. Somebody else might hear something different, but I think that it's really important to not get caught up in watching certain people's opinions and videos and thinking, oh yeah, that's what happened, because like tomorrow there's going to be another video contradicting that, and the day after that there'll be a video contradicting that, and it's going to go on, and that's exactly like what the government or whoever it is that perpetrated this crime, Stephen Paddock for all I know, whoever it is that perpetrated this crime actually wants, is for so many people to have so many different opinions that it gets it spins so out of control that it's really easy for whoever is actually in charge to say, well, we've heard so many different opinions that, it's now become a snowstorm of conspiracies and opinions, and this might happen, and this is what happened, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's really easy for them to say, or basically claim, that they can disprove all of this because there's so many of them. I think what we really need to keep in mind is, like, obviously mainstream media is not probably going to tell us the whole truth. I do believe it's been proven that there have been crisis actors there who have been in other crisis situations. I remember. Do you guys remember the girl who said, "Oh yeah, these people warned me." You know, this lady, this 5'5" Mexican lady and her boyfriend were running around the crowd warning people, and her mother, I guess, has been shown at like Sandy Hook and all these. So these are obviously, in my opinion, obviously crisis actors. So, you know, and like there's another gentleman, I believe his first video, like he had his shirt off, and then they're interviewing him again. He's saying that like his buddy got shot 3 times in the chest with a high-powered rifle, and he's gonna be okay. Like and that like reporter's like, well, how's he doing? He's like, oh, he's gonna be fine. 3 times in the chest with a high-powered rifle, and he's gonna be fine. Okay, so I think really what we need to ask for is let's maybe, and maybe they don't want to talk. I'm not saying they do. Maybe it would add some credence to some things that everybody's saying, government included, if maybe they did some interviews with victims. Maybe they, you know, did some interviews with, you know, people who are actually there rather than these people that are like, you know, alleged crisis actors saying, oh, I saw this and I helped these people and I threw these people over a fence. But like, the thing is like, I've never been in combat, but I do know that when people are hit multiple times with a high-powered rifle, in my opinion, it seems like there would, and I hate to sound graphic, but like there would be like body parts scattered around and far more blood than you see, and all this type of stuff. Especially like if you see Stephen Paddock's death photo, like, dude, I would think if you blew your head off with like a fucking a high-powered rifle, like I don't even know what, calibers they're claiming they are now, but any high powered rifle, I'm pretty sure your head would be almost completely gone. And there's like really no sign of him shooting himself rather than like some blood in the picture. And there's another guy that did like this photo forensics thing that said like these are like overlapping images of different things, and like it's a cropped photo of a bigger photo, and like what's in the bigger photo and this and that. And it's like my main question is like, why, if he was there by himself, would he have 20 some odd guns? You really only need maybe 2 or 3, especially like if you have that much ammunition. Why do you need so many guns? I mean, to me, honestly, the one theory that I've heard of that sounds logical is that due to the fact that he owned a plane and due to the fact that he sent $100,000 to the Philippines, and I know I'm saying that was for his alleged girlfriend, but I'm saying, consider this, ponder this. What if that wasn't his girlfriend? What if that was either another agent or a partner in a gun running thing? The money was shipped for the guns, blah, blah, blah. The one thing I can buy into is that possibly this was some type of gun running activity gone wrong. Either it was for, ISIS individuals in the States and they realized it and they just decided, hey, let's take out let's, do a terrorist attack since we're here. That's like the one thing that kind of makes sense to me, and it's only because of the amount of weaponry this dude had. Like, you don't need all of that to perpetrate, to perpetrate the crime that was perpetrated. You could do that with 2 or 3 guns. So in my opinion, it does kind of look like those guns were there for a different reason. Either to be sold or whatever, and maybe the people who came to get them found out he was trying to set them up with, and just decided to perpetrate this attack based on that. And it is a little curious that, the response time between the security guard being shot, 6 minutes later he starts shooting. Like, why 6 minutes later? And why would someone who's trying to perpetrate a crime against all these people down here wait 6 minutes from the time he allegedly shot over 200 rounds into the hallway, of the 32nd floor. Like, I've been to Las Vegas, dude. Security responds pretty fucking fast to shit like that. And even if it's not security, like, look, there's a lot of unarmed security in these hotels, but there's also a lot of armed security in these hotels. So, like, what's with all of the like non-response time from like security and officer personnel, Metro Police Department, FBI, all this? It seems like something bigger was going on. What? I fucking don't know. I fucking don't know. I just know that like it seems like something bigger was going on. Maybe if you guys fucking, like you guys are smart as fuck out there, dude. Like fucking hit me up. Like that's the one thing that I tend to buy into though. Is this is some type of gun running thing gone wrong. Either he's an undercover agent who got found out, or he's a gun runner just in general and got found out by law enforcement, whatever it was. But like, it seems like that's kind of a likely scenario. I'm not saying it was, but to me, that right now is making the most sense. I don't know. You guys are smart. Hit me up. Let me know what you think.